Wait, are we live? Oh, we're live. Hi, everyone.
We are live.
We're live.
Super duper. We love it. Apologies for the absence of pump up music. We were sprinting to the finish line to judge these entries. I'm out of breath. Gabby, Alex, how are you both feeling?
Excellent. Oh my gosh, it's been a busy last hour as we tried to get through everyone's projects and have a look at all the amazing work you've all done. Alex, how are you doing? You've had a very busy weekend.
Indeed. Yeah, I am also quite tired, also very pumped. Yeah, really excited that we've made it to the finals, that everyone can be joining us today.
Definitely. And Alex, you even found time to submit a project. I'm going to say I created one. I'm pretty happy with mine, but I did not have time to actually upload it. Plus,
oh, bummer.
Errors. Yep. So, well, props to everyone else who actually managed to get theirs uploaded. I'm really impressed.
Yeah, and if you do want to work on your project after, we do have a devs channel, and so we can definitely help you get to that finish line.
Yeah.
Awesome. Wow. But what a weekend. I mean, I guess we started here Friday. I feel like it was just 10 minutes ago where we were in this same room sharing the challenge for the very first time. And here we are just 48 hours later, now ready to present our winners. So to everyone who has dialed in, hello, thanks for coming to join us. And most importantly, a huge congratulations. I'm just going to throw my screen up here. Just give me a second. Yes, a massive congratulations to you all for making it to this time, for submitting your projects. We're just so thrilled to see everyone's participation throughout the entire weekend. To wrap it up, I mean, what
Hey, just quick,
event.
sorry to jump in, Benjamin. I'm really sorry. Should we just do a quick intro for anyone who has not met us?
Yeah, 100%.
Is that sorry?
Let's do
Go
it.
for it. Yeah, of course. Why don't you ladies begin, and then I'll chime in too.
Okay. I'll kick off. Sorry, I just realized we jumped straight into how we were feeling for the weekend, and I just thought, especially, I know Benjamin, you and I introduced ourselves in the kickoff. If you didn't watch it, I'm Gabby. I'm one of the members of SheSharp, who's hosting this hackathon. And with me today, Alex, you introduce yourself, please.
Sure. Hi, everyone. I'm Alex. I'm one of the co-directors of tech for SheSharp. And Benjamin, want to bring us home?
Hello, I'm Benjamin, one half of Troopl, and it's great to be partnering with SheSharp. And yeah, I was just so excited to dive in that I did. So thanks for pulling me back, Gabby. Once again, though, congratulations. I'm thrilled. I want to say and share with you all that as we've been going through these submissions throughout most of the afternoon, I personally have never felt more pumped up or supported in my whole life. I've just gotten all of these shout out messages and I've loved it. In total, we've had 76 people sign up, 71 people view our kickoff, and 12 people show up yesterday to meet our awesome mentors in our office hours session as well. As final results, I'm so happy to share a total of 16 projects were submitted before the 4 p.m. Central European Time deadline today. If you're still working on yours, we still want to see it. All right. So still go ahead and upload it to Troopl. We really want to check it out. If you didn't get it in by 4 p.m., that's okay. You might have heard Gabby herself didn't quite make the finish line either. So that's perfectly okay. But to those 16 entrants, congratulations on making that submission, because that is huge. The very first one was really fast. It actually came in last night at about 8:30. Which is pretty wild. Gabby, tell us a bit more about the rest of this. Your boilerplates got used a whole lot.
How incredible is that? So the boilerplates put together by our tech team, basically creating templates on GitHub for anyone to just have a kickoff point, cloned 106 times. That's amazing. We just put them out there in case we weren't even sure if people would need them, but it's wonderful to see, and hopefully they were able to help you a lot.
That's awesome. A total of 12 languages we used, the most popular of which, Gabby, maybe not surprisingly, JavaScript. Mm-hmm. What else were we seeing with submissions from a tech perspective?
I remember seeing a lot being used. I mean, CSS really around the display. It was a very visual project for most people, so I wasn't surprised to see that. I saw a couple in React, And also not so much in the languages, but also interesting to see a few people did make use of the Twitter, either the Twitter code that we provided or looked at integrating with Twitter. Alex, were there a few others that you saw that really stood out?
Yeah, no, I mean, I think definitely a reflection of like current web dev practices, lots of React projects, saw Next.js, some Tailwind. So yeah, very, very cool to see. And those skills are very useful as y'all are looking for jobs in the dev industry.
And hey, speaking of finding a job in the tech industry, 2 people submitted their project literally at the last minute at 3:59 this afternoon. So to those 2, you know who you are. You're going to do very, very well working in tech. Delivering right on the deadline is how we
roll.
So it's great to see that happening in the hackathon as well. Before I went any further, I just wanted to shout out a huge shout out to our 4 mentors. I'll particularly mention my co-founder Tristan, the effort that he's put into making this weekend possible and showing up and being there for all of the participants throughout the week. Sarah, Mike, and Sarah, can you tell a little bit more about them and pass on a thanks from SheSharp as well?
Yep. Alex, feel free to jump in here. I think you actually know a couple of them better than me.
Yeah, I think I was involved in the recruitment of our mentors. Yeah, I mean, like we pulled in the network, we pulled in the cavalry, got a lot of people from different companies, different parts of their career. And yeah, it was great to kind of like see that like seniority come through and help some of our more junior folks as they're trying to break into the industry. I know our mentors were very, very busy. So yeah, I just want to reiterate, thank you so much to these 4 individuals. Really helped create that safe, inclusive environment that we're going for. Couldn't have done it without them.
Yeah,
completely agree.
And now to the part that we've all been waiting for. This is why we're here. This is the finals. We're about to start handing out some awards. But before we dive into it, I think it's worth recapping what it was we were looking for within our final submissions. So if you did tune in to the kickoff live, or maybe you watched it later, you saw this slide already. But what we've been looking for was a project that generates supportive or inspirational messages, displays those messages, showcases some creativity and imagination, and boy, did we see some. And really, it's about outcome, and we saw some incredible outcomes as well. In a quick period, it's difficult to get your code looking and feeling absolutely perfect and polished. And we saw some incredible outcomes. So, well done to everyone again for this. So, without any further ado, I want to maybe just throw it over to Gabby to just recap the prizes, and then we're actually going to go through these in a slightly different order. We're going to do the most creative first, most polished second, and then the community favorite, and then finally our best overall. So Gabby, can you just tell us again about the awesome prizes that our winners will be receiving today?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so first of all, we had our most creative, and that was really looking at who had the most original take on the ask, who had really looked out of the box and come up with something that really surprised us. And the prize for that is a 1-year subscription to Pluralsight Skills Standard. There's a lot of S's in there. And an Arduino starter kit. The second prize is for the most polished. So we're really looking at the overall user experience, someone who's really thought about edge cases. We couldn't find any errors while we were looking at the product. And the prize for that is 1-year subscription to Front-End Masters and bite-sized wizard zines. And then best overall. So we're really looking for the overall package. Who has produced something that really meets what we asked for, has been a little bit creative in what they've done, it's polished, it looks good, and it feels great to use. So the prize for that is 1-to-1 career coaching, 2 private sessions with a professional coach, and a custom avatar illustration by Kovatar. And fourth prize, the community favorite. So at about an hour ago, just under an hour ago, we opened up the floor to our community and asked them all to vote on their favorites and take a look at all of your projects. So we got quite a few votes from them, and that was really important to us because we wanted our community to be involved in this. It's a big thing. So the prize for that is a 1-month Audible subscription and also a Kindle. So those were our prizes. We've got 4. They were quite difficult, I'm going to say, to vote for. We were literally a minute before we jumped on here having all kinds of discussions about it. But yeah, I'll hand it back to you, Benjamin. take us to.
Very, very stressful indeed. So much pressure on us judges. I want to throw it over to you, Alex. We're going to introduce most creative again. To recap, Gabby, the one that was the most creative take.
Yeah, so congratulations to Christa for a great reader, your reading cheerleader. So as Gabby mentioned, this was the most, most creative. This was the most original take on the prompt. And we loved, just like this idea and how you brought it to life. And so, yeah, we wanted to award you with this most creative.
Awesome. Gabby, what was your favorite part about Christa's project?
First of all, I think it related to me. I'm always trying to read more. So the idea behind this being it's trying to encourage you to read, you set yourself a commitment, and then you get motivating messages every time you tick off a book or something. Yay, Christa. So that was, I think for me, I just thought, oh, this would actually be really useful. I loved that it was a really nice and intuitive user interface as well.
Yeah, just an awesome project. Congratulations, Christa. All the way in Brazil. We'll figure out a way we'll get those prizes to you. Up next, most polished. Gabby, tell us about this one.
Yes, I love the shout out cat. I'm going to say the first time I saw this, something about the colors and the animations, it just made me feel happy. So we were looking for something for most polished that had a great user experience as they were using it. It was really simple to use, intuitive, and we knew someone had thought about the edge cases. But honestly, I think the best bit about this, on top of all the cute catness, was really the fact that you can click, hear it, and have Tina Turner sing "You're Simply the Best." And quite frankly, I felt the best when I was listening to that. So congratulations to Belén for most polished.
Yeah, absolutely. That Tina Turner for me really brightened my day. Like I said, I've been feeling very, very well supported, but oh man, when you get Tina like screaming at you, you're just gonna have a great day. So this one really achieved that objective.
I really loved it.
Awesome. So moving to our community favorite. Thank you to everyone who voted. It was very, very tight. Alex, I'd love for you to introduce our community favorite winner.
Yeah, so it was a very, very tight race for community favorite over there, with the many votes that we got. But Özlem over in Turkey won our community favorite award for her shout out generator for working moms. And yeah, I just this was such an important cause, such an interesting take on the challenge, and I really appreciated putting this together because working moms definitely need a lot of support. And thank you for calling that out.
Yeah, this was a project that really, not that I'm a mom or will be, but this project really did speak to me because it really was clearly something close and personal to Özlem, who also just recently relocated from Turkey to the Netherlands with her family, going through a complete career change. So knowing what I know of her story, just incredible to see it come through with this project. So a huge congrats, Özlem. Really love this project, and really, really proud of what you've been able to put out there in just a couple of short days. Super cool. Yeah, lots of other shout outs in the chat as well. Obviously, this was selected by the community. So it obviously made an impact, not just with us judges, as it certainly did, but with everybody else who took a look at it. So that was awesome. And finally, Gabby, our overall winner. Please do.
Yeah. Ooh, so exciting. And congratulations to Fumi. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I'm sorry if I got it wrong, but for Supportive Duck. So Supportive Duck was a really interesting take. So for us, it hit all that. I was like, it was creative, it was polished. It was just a really interesting take on it. Basically, if you haven't seen it already, we also love the interactive element of it, because what it has is you can go to a Google form, enter in a message, and then at timed intervals, Supportive Duck will tweet about it. So I really loved that, the idea that I could insert a quote and know that it would appear in the Twitterverse sometime in the near future. And a lot of great messages in there. What do you think, Benjamin?
Yeah, go Duck was Lewis in the chat just now. Go Duck. That's all I can say. Go Duck. I mean, this really to me captures the essence of community, which is, what we're doing here together this weekend is bringing together community, and this project invites participation. And I think that was just such a powerful and simple idea, really, really well executed using Twitter. There's something about the imagery of that like kind of badly drawn duck to me that just makes it absolutely perfect. It's a case of imperfect design capturing great personality and telling that story. So really just fell in love with this one, and a very well deserving best overall prize. Alex, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, it got an instant follow from me for sure on Twitter, and so I'm looking forward to seeing those messages in the future.
I think at least 20 followers already. So I think that's more than like us who have been viewing it. So there's clearly some other people who have found Supportive Duck already. Who knows, this could be the beginning of a new viral sensation that started here at the SheSharp Hackathon in 2021. We will wait and see. But congratulations, Fumi. That was absolutely epic. So a huge congrats to everyone, though. Like, I really don't want to underscore this. Like, there's a very limited number of prizes and a limited amount of recognition that we can give on a finals event like this, but just a huge congratulations to every single one of you who submitted something or participated, who got involved. Maybe you didn't get over the finish line. I want to encourage you to get there in your own time, and that's important as well. So just a huge congratulations from us all. Again, I also want to share one last final thank you. Firstly, to Gabby, my amazing co-MC throughout this weekend, to Alex, who's not only an incredible judge, but working so hard behind the scenes, and the entire SheSharp team. You met Ada in our drinks on Friday. We'll see her again in Wonder in a moment. To the rest of the crew, to Tristan, also working really hard behind the scenes. Ladies, who else do we need to give a bit of a shout out to as our final thank yous?
I'm gonna.
Yeah, no, Alex, you go.
Can I?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna shout out specifically the tech team at SheSharp, Sada, who's my co-director, and Tessa and Talieta, who put together the boilerplates, which again, over 100 clones. That's crazy. Wow. So thank you both so much, all three of you so much for getting those done.
Yeah. And on top of that, also the other members of the SheSharp team who have been very behind the scenes, but contributing all the way from support to ideation. Amanda in particular has been managing all of our socials, and Christina's been there for a lot of support as well. Stina and Emily as well, and Marty and everyone else who's been involved in SheSharp. This has all really come together to be an amazing event. I think really, though, I know Benjamin already said it, but massive, massive shout out to Alex, because she has really spearheaded this project and made it work and thought of every single possible thing that could have happened and counted for it. So thank you so much, Alex.
Thanks, y'all. Just excited for Hackathon 2022.
Woo!
Yeah.
We're here before we know it. I'm sure about that. Well, I don't have much else to add. We're going to jump into Wonder in a second. I'm just going to quickly put the little instructions on the screen in case you were not with us on Friday, but you'd like to join us for networking this time around. We're going to put a link in the chat. Click on that, follow these couple of steps to get into Wonder, and then move your little avatar around into different areas and join different conversations. Meet some people, talk about your projects, the projects that you've seen, and anything else that, of course, you'd like to discuss. So we'll go and do that. Any final thoughts, ladies, before we do bring our awards ceremony to a ceremonious closing?
Just a few notes from me. We would like to make this an annual event, but what is really important to us is to get the feedback from all of you. Whether you submitted a project or not, we want to know what went well and what didn't go well. So you will get a link. We will share in Slack and also send emails to everyone who registered how to provide that feedback, and we would really appreciate it. We absolutely do take it on board. We've done it in the past for a lot of our events, and we adapt to it. So please, would love to hear what you think. And then really just want to say also, keep using Troopl if it's useful for you. Like just a quick plug for Troopl, because I did see a lot of people in their projects. I loved reading all of your descriptions, by the way, and people have talked about what future iterations they might want to have or they didn't have time. Keep going. It was so amazing to see all of your work there, and I love that it's so easy to just view people's code now. So keep using it.
Awesome. Thanks, Gabby. Yeah, we're so thrilled to have any and everyone come and join us over on Troopl and add more and more projects, and perhaps we'll see some other hackathon style events. I don't think I'm going to have a weekend where I feel so supported and pumped up as this one, possibly ever again, or at least until next year. So with that, a huge thank you from us at Troopl, and thanks to everyone for being a part of it. It's been an absolute pleasure. Enjoy some networking drinks very soon.
Thank you. Speak to you soon.
Bye everyone.
Thanks, everyone.